Around the world, scientists are becoming increasingly alarmed about a threat to our environment that we're just starting to understand. Microplastics and other man-made materials seeping into our oceans and seas. Roxana Saberi joined researchers with the environmental group Greenpeace as they traveled from Antarctica to England, discovering just how much is polluting the remote waters and what we can do to slow the tide.
In one of the most pristine places on the planet, biologist Kirsten Thompson has been searching for tiny intruders, so small they're invisible to the naked eye.
We'll have a look to see if there are any microfibers in this water here.
Microfibers are microscopic strands shed from synthetic fabrics that we wear and wash. They're also fragments of plastic products like bottles and bags. Scientists estimate around 3 million tons of microfibers now pollute our oceans, even reaching Antarctica, where we traveled a year ago.
And sadly, what we do around the coast in all the areas in Europe and the States actually has an impact on such a pristine environment here.
Thousands of miles away.
Yeah.
Do you know what the effects are?
We know that they're found in the guts of fish, and we know that in some cases that microfibers and microplastics can accumulate up the food chain.
All the way to us, human beings?
Possibly.
Thompson sent seawater samples from 4 sites in the Antarctic to this Greenpeace lab in Exeter, England, where scientist David Santillo and his team pored over them for months. What they've now discovered is disheartening.
On this one, I mean, you can see the fiber there.
Microfibers in every sample, similar to what they'd found at the same sites 2 years earlier.
It is a piece of microplastic. It's a piece of polyester floating out there in Antarctic waters.
People could say, these particles are so tiny, how could they possibly be dangerous?
We don't know what the biological consequences of that are at the moment. What we do know is that these microplastics are there, that exposure is occurring, and really it shouldn't be occurring. This is part of a man-made problem that has now gone global.
And that problem threatens to become part of the fabric of our oceans.
Plastic is so durable that even these little pieces will remain in the environment for years and years.
Like hundreds of years?
Hundreds of years.
But environmentalists say there are solutions, like using special filters or bags in washing machines to catch some microfibers from escaping through wastewater into rivers and seas. But they say what we really need to do is make and use less plastic.
We can focus on buying clothes that don't contain plastics and that are more made of natural fibers, so that if fibers do escape our washing machines, they break down in the environment. We should be using much more sustainable materials every day. We just need to think about it.
Our planet, she says, needs healthy oceans, and we have the power to protect them. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Roxana Saberi, Exeter, England.
See that little guy just chilling there?
At least we end on a good note.
Yes, right, exactly.
Think of that little guy.
Well, that's trying to save him, yeah.
Yeah, but
right?
3 million tons of microfibers in our ocean.
And growing.
That's crazy.